Chapter 1146. Preview, Loki and Rock's flashback begins. After a 2-week-long break, fans are absolutely delighted to see One Piece Chapter 1146 on the horizon once again, with Oda's break now having officially wrapped up. The Elbaf Arc is heating up, and the action is only just getting started in One Piece. Based on what transpired previously, fans expect the Holy Knights to play a significant role in One Piece Chapter 1146, and potentially get another look at the underworld of Elbaf, where Loki and Luffy are currently talking. Most importantly, fans are eager for yet another look at Loki and the legendary character named Rox, who was introduced in the last chapter of the story. All that and much more could be tackled in One Piece. Chapter 1146. Yonko vs. the Straw Hat. Pirates begins in One Piece. Chapter 1146. Yonko surprised the Straw Hats. Brook and Yonko's conversation will be interesting. Towards the end of the last chapter, fans saw Yonko suddenly emerge on the ship of the Straw Hat Pirates, although the exact reason for her actions wasn't revealed to the fans. That said, One Piece Chapter 1146 will clear all doubts, and most importantly, see a battle unfold in Elbaf, which means the Holy Knights will officially launch their offensive. Yonko seemed to be particularly surprised by the presence of Colin on the ship. It can be assumed that she wants to kidnap him, and if that does end up happening, it would spell doom for Elbaf. So the school isn't the only place where you find rowdy brats here. Yonko, One Piece Chapter 1146 will likely see all the Straw Hats that are currently in the Sun World pooling their strength together and fighting off the threat of the Holy Knights. Most importantly, those on the ship, such as Jinbei, Nami, Brook, and Usopp, will have the biggest responsibility of all. That is to keep Yonko from harming Colin. It is quite clear that Jinbei is the strongest of the lot, which means One Piece Chapter 1146 will likely see him take the front seat in the battle against Yonko. At the same time, more attention could be turned to Nami and Brook in One Piece Chapter 1146. For instance, fans could potentially see Nami using Zeus in the battle against Yonko, which makes sense given that Nami would never let any harm come to a child. In the case of Brook, things are slightly different. Fans know that Yonko is a massive can of Brook, which means he can use his presence to put off Yonko and open the opportunity for the others to land a hit. Scopper Gaban joins the battle. Scopper Gaban will stop the remaining Holy Knights. Given that Scopper Gaban has been shown to be an active player in the many battles that are currently taking place in the Sun World of Elbaf, fans know that he's going to get bigger moments sooner or later in the arc. As Yonko intercepted the Straw Hat Pirates, Colin could be in danger, and this is where Gaban will have to move quickly. This is especially the case if the other two Holy Knights move as well. With Yonko having outed their presence in the country, it makes no sense for the Holy Knights to sit back and hide. Now is the time for them to go all out, and that most certainly requires Scopper Gaban to hurry up and intercept them. There are 3 now. They're trying to hide their voices, but I can still sense them. Scopper Gaban One Piece. Chapter 1146 could see Scopper Gaban clash with St. Summers and St. Killingham, provided they decide to intercept the confrontation between Yonko and the Straw Hat Pirates. Undoubtedly, it is only a matter of time before the major, also involving Scopper Gaban, happens. Loki's flashback continues in OPA Chapter 1146. Fans could get a full glimpse of Loki's past right. Now, one of the most fascinating things in One Piece is Loki's past. It is clear that Oda will eventually draw Loki's past in One Piece's Elbaf Arc. But given that he's currently chained and speaking to Luffy, this is the best time for him to draw his flashback. The previous chapter gave fans a glimpse of Loki's past. Now fans are hoping for One Piece Chapter 1146 to mark the official beginning of the flashback surrounding Loki, King Harold, and potentially even the Holy Knights. Of course, fans already know that Loki met Rox D Xebec previously in the story, and it is highly likely that Oda will debut this legendary pirate here. What do you think Rox was looking for in Elbaf? Is Loki hiding something even bigger? Drop your thoughts below and let's dive deep into this mystery together. If you enjoyed this preview breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell, because the real war in One Piece is only just beginning.